everybody, and welcome to the United Stand. The Glazers have come out with an open letter to you, the Manchester United supporters, and guess what they've done? They've said sorry. They've said sorry. So it's all okay, and we can ignore the couple of days of absolute mental anguish, stress and anxiety they've caused us, because you know what? They're sorry. Sorry. Sorry, the word of somebody who knows they've done something wrong and they've been caught. Sorry, the word of somebody that wouldn't be saying sorry if Chelsea and Man City hadn't come out of the Super League. Sorry because you messed up and now you're trying to manipulate. And that's where we're at here. We're at Manipulation City, not Manchester United. We're at Manipulation United, actually, not City. Don't bring City into it. Because ultimately, their dreams are on the floor. Their money plans are on the floor. And they need you back. And tomorrow, I think we're going to sign Haaland. On Friday, we're going to sign Ronaldo. On Saturday, we're going to sign Declan Rice. And on Sunday, Elvis is going to appear outside Old Trafford. Because it's just going to be constant. I said this earlier on. Remember about a year ago, we appointed Neil Ashton as the PR spin. Well, he's going to be spinning more plates than anybody at the moment. Because they've got to get the PR back. But the great thing is, nobody is falling for it. Now, look. I've always said this to many people. I'm a firm believer in second chances. I am. But the second chance is to get out of this football club and, you know, we can all move on. Because they have to apologise, by the way. I've just got to say, they've got to apologise. Let me read you the letter, because reaction to the letter is one thing, but reading the letter is the another. So they've got to apologise. I know it's sickening. It makes me want to throw up. You know, part of me wishes they hadn't apologised because I don't want to read it out, but they have to apologise, because if they don't apologise, everyone says they haven't even apologised. You know, we've seen Liverpool do it. It's false, because ultimately, as I read this to you now, they'd still be in the Super League today if it hadn't fallen apart. So your apology means nothing because you didn't get away with it. So it's a fake apology in essence. But look, to all this is not from me, this is from Joel Glazer. To all Manchester United fans, supporters, over the past few days, we've all witnessed the great passion which football generates and the deep loyalty our fans have for this great club. Shame you don't have it yourselves. You made very clear your opposition to the European Super League and we've listened. We got it wrong and we want to show that we can put things right. I mean, you've listened now. You've listened now. Right, you didn't speak to Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. You didn't speak to Sir Alex Ferguson. You didn't speak to the fans. You didn't speak to the players. You've listened now because you've lost and you want to try and put it right. You cannot put this right. You tried to take us out of tournaments that our club... I mean, I don't want to keep mentioning 1958, 1968, 1999, but you know what they tried to turn their back on for money. And now they've listened. You haven't listened, you lost. You've not listened, because if Man City and Chelsea hadn't pulled out, we still would have been screaming and shouting. You still would have carried on. So you've not listened. Don't insult our intelligence. And also, can I just say as well, I've got a big message I want to say at the end, because there's something that they say in here that I just really want to say something about. But you cannot make out that everything's going to be okay again. You cannot stab people in the back and go, oh, we should have told you we were going to do it. You know, you didn't tell anybody. You stabbed us in the back, and now we've realised and we've survived it, and we've fought back, and you've gone sorry. You know, you like the bully. You like the bully. Nicky Butt used the word bully, and he's right. You're like the bully who picks on the small kid in the playground, and you think, oh, I'm going to bully them and take their pocket money. And you've tried to bully us, and what you didn't know is we might be smaller than you. We might not have the money you've got. But we've been practicing our karate, and we've kicked the crap out of you. And now you're going, sorry, like the big bully does. It's bullying. And you apologising now when you attacked us and our football club is bang out of order. But look, although the wounds are raw, you're damn right they're bloody raw, and I understand that it will take time for the scars to heal. I really hope the scars never heal. I hope this is never forgotten. I'm personally committed to rebuilding trust with our fans and learning from the message you delivered with such conviction. It makes you so angry. You want to learn from your mistakes. Have you not been listening for 15 years? No one wants you here. No one wants you here, and you got arrogant and you've been found out. We continue to believe that European football needs to become more sustainable throughout the pyramid for the long term. However, we fully accept that the Super League was not the right way to go about it. In seeking to create a more stable future for the game, we failed to show enough respect for its deep-rooted traditions, promotion, relegation, the pyramid, and for that we are sorry. You mean you know nothing about football and you tried to make money? Yeah, exactly. Get out. This is the world's greatest football club, and we shat all over it. Oh no, sorry, it doesn't say that. That's what they actually did. This is what he said. This is the world's greatest football club, and we apologise unreservedly for the unrest caused during these past few days. It is important for us to put that right. Yeah, sell the bloody club and get out. That's the only way you get it right. Manchester United has a rich heritage, and we recognise our responsibility to live up to its great traditions and values. The pandemic has thrown up so many unique challenges, and we're proud of the way Manchester United and its fans from Manchester and around the world have reacted to the enormous pressures during this period. We also realise that we need to better communicate with you, our fans, because we will always be at the heart of, as you will always be at the heart of the club. In the background, you can be sure that we will be taking the necessary steps to rebuild relationships with our stakeholders across the game, with a view to working together on solutions to the long-term challenges facing the football pyramid. Right now, our priority is to continue to support all of our teams as they push for the strongest possible finish to the season. In closing, I would like to recognise that that is your support which makes this club so great, and we thank you for that. I mean, it makes you want to throw up. It makes you want to throw up. I mean, I totally understand there has to be an apology, but the contradictions, the lies, the manipulation, and the fact that you're only apologising because you lost, and everything you said in there a day ago you were totally ignoring, and you would be ignoring it today if your plan hadn't failed. You talk about respect, you talk about the fans, you talk about the history, and you absolutely betrayed it. And the apologies are so weak when there's so much evidence against that you totally ignored all those things. So it's weak. As for, we want to communicate better with our fans because we'll always be at the heart of the club. I'll tell you what, here's a challenge to the Glazers then. Who are you going to communicate with? You're going to communicate with the normal people, aren't you? Nothing against those, but I'll guarantee you now this, right? If you're genuinely sorry and you genuinely want to do something about this, let's see if the Glazers or Manchester United Football Club make any contact with the United stand and want to sit down and have a chat. Because I'll guarantee you they will not do it. And that is why 100% I know this is a load of shit, because they don't like the United stand, because the United stand doesn't like the Glazers in charge and thinks they're a bunch of snakes and liars who are only out to line their pockets. So I'm not saying about me here either. I'm talking about the thousands and thousands of people who watch this channel and get involved with this channel. That is your fan base. What are you going to do for them? Nothing. You'll talk to the normal people and you'll ignore the vast majority of people. You'll talk to the cosy relationships, but you won't talk to the difficult people. These are the people you've upset. It's all the fans. Everybody should be represented and everybody should be listened to. And to be honest with you, you won't do it. You won't do it because you're manipulators. You are manipulators. You are liars. You are snakes. You've been found out and you're only apologising because you didn't get away with it. And that's the bottom line. They didn't get away with it, so they're apologising. And I am absolutely overwhelmed by the unity within our fan base that I have never seen for one goal. Now, of course, people will still have preferences about who the manager should be, what system we should play, what players we should have, who should start. All those things are absolutely fine. But I've never seen such unity within our fan base for one common goal, and that is for change at Manchester United Football Club. These people have and should never be allowed to be forgotten. It will never be forgotten what they tried to do. They absolutely betrayed this football club, and trying to rebuild it, you can. The thing you totally misunderstood about Manchester United Football Club and Manchester United fans, and Liverpool did the same with Liverpool. Manchester United Football Club is an institution that goes back many, many, many years, and it has principles. We talk about the United way when we're playing football, but it goes away from football. It goes way, way deeper than that. Manchester United has core principles. We don't forget, and we are together in the vision of building this. It's not even a football club. It's more than a football club. And if you betray that, you're not Manchester United. What they've done can never be forgiven. You can apologise for it, and that apology can be taken on board. But there is only one way to right this wrong, and that is to get out. You're not Manchester United fans. You bought this club on debt. You bought it as a business. We always knew that. But then you went too far. You went too far anyway, but you went way too far. You went way too far. You tried to rewrite the history of this football club. You tried to ignore the history of this football club, and you ignored everybody within this football club that matters. So trying to rebuild bridges, you can buy Erling Haaland, you can buy Jadon Sancho, you can buy Declan Rice, and people will get excited, and some people will maybe have the wool pulled over their eyes. But the people that matter, the real Manchester United fans, of which all of you are and everybody else who's not watching are at the moment, are united in one common goal, that you should have your hands nowhere near this football club. So your apology is taken on board. Let's see if you reach out to speak to anybody in relation to this community that we've got and others, because, you know, speaking to certain people's fine. Speak to everybody. Let's see if you'll sit down and do it, because you'll get some very difficult questions asked of you. And ultimately, we want our football club back. We want our football club back. I know for a fact that Manchester United fans could give the Glazers the money to get that football club back. We could easily do it. We have got loads and loads of supporters that would pump the money in to raise the money to get them out and have it run properly. But that's the issue here. You want to sit down, you want to mediate, you want to have conversations, but you want to keep hold of that football club. There's only one good thing you can do for your apology to even anywhere near be accepted, and that is to apologise and give the club back. You can have your money, you can take your profits, and you can go. And that's what you need to do. And I'll tell you now for a fact, Manchester United fans can get that club back. We can raise the funds, but they've got to sell it. They've got to sell it. That's the only apology that we'll do, because nobody's ever going to trust you again. This is the thing. If I was advising the Glazers, I would say the problem is you can spin as many plates as you want. You can buy as many players as you want, but you will never be trusted again. So you can't rebuild this. Even the people that want to sit down with you and go, yeah, let's try and build United back together, you cannot be trusted. You went behind players, managers, fans, organisations. You smiled and went, yeah, we're involved in that. And you were secretly plotting something else. Ole Gunnar Solskjaer can't trust you. The players can't trust you. The fans can't trust you. When the trust is gone, you've got to go. You've got to go. That's what needs to happen. We will see what happens from this point. But look, I wasn't intending on doing a long video. I know a lot of people have got things to say. For those like me who can't make it to Manchester, what should we do to help the cause? Peter, mate, you know, this protest on Saturday, if you're going to be there, great. If you're not, don't worry about it, because this is not about that. If you listen to what Must have said, if you listen to what the Red Army have said, they're not involved in it on Saturday. If people want to do it, they're saying crack on with it, do it. But there are other things going on. It's not the be-all and end-all to be there on Saturday. If you're going to be there, great. Obviously, United Stand, we've said we'll be there. We'll see what happens on the day. But there's other things. You know, I think in some cases there's a rush to do this. We've got to do it now. Spurs are doing one. There's hardly anybody there. So look, you don't want to embarrass yourselves. There's got to be a momentum. There's got to be other things. I always said that I felt the Liverpool game next week was a bigger thing to do. We could have got together with Liverpool fans. But look, you know, people do what they want to do, and that's absolutely fine. He probably didn't even write this. He doesn't care. Get out, says Vignesh. Just a humble contribution. Love from you in India. Thanks to you, Mark, and the United Stand, United City, Liverpool, Chelsea, Spurs, and all football fans in England. Thank you very much to that. Look, that's the response from me. That is the response from me. My response is personally that apology had to come. It had to come, but I'd rather wipe my arse on it than read it. It means nothing. Apologies, they had to do it, but the thing that will always be for me is, the most important thing for me is that they stabbed the fans, the players, the manager, and our history in the back multiple times over the last few days. We were going mad on Monday. They never said anything. They never even, they put an apology out. They never put an explanation out to what they were doing in the first place. They never supported people when they were crying and depressed and fed up on Monday or on Tuesday. So you're sorry now. The bottom line is you betrayed us. You betrayed us. You don't support us. You put us into debt. You want to make money out of us. And one positive out of the last few days is that you've exposed yourself to everybody now. I think some United fans were like, I don't know whether they're that bad. They've exposed themselves to everybody now. Your apology, I'm not going to say it doesn't mean anything, because maybe you are really sorry that you didn't win. I'm sure you're very sorry that you lost. But you're not sorry, because everything you say in that letter contradicts what you've just done. It's hollow. It's hollow. And we must never forget what they've done. And as I said, the only way to deal with this, the trust is gone. The only way you can really apologise is go and buy some other business. Go and rinse that. But not Manchester United. Not anymore. It must stop. Look, I'm back again at 7 o'clock anyway. It's just a quick reaction to that. And I'll speak to you then. But thanks everyone for watching. Smash a like and I will see you again at 7 o'clock.